Do you often find yourself picking up the pieces of another failed relationship, wondering why? Is there a deeper meaning to these challenges faced by the chosen ones? It's not the weight of destiny that distances you from those once dear, but the shadows of jealousy, fear, and betrayal they cast, unable to comprehend the brilliance of your journey. Relationships crumble not under the burdens you bear, but from the inability of others to walk in the luminescence of your truth. The first reason relationships around you, the chosen one, often falter, lies in your intrinsic trait of genuineness and sincerity. Your spirit, unyielding in its quest for truth, operates from a place of profound duty, love, and an unwavering desire to protect those within your circle. This authenticity, a rare jewel in the fabric of human connection, acts as a beacon, attracting souls who resonate with the purity of your intentions. However, this same light also draws closer the shadows, individuals cloaked in the guise of friendship, driven by jealousy or the hunger for personal gain, seeking to bask in your radiance without understanding the depth of your journey. You offer your hand with the promise of unwavering loyalty and protection, expecting nothing less in return. Yet in this exchange, the disparity in intentions becomes starkly evident. Genuine loyalty is a treasure you find in a select few, those who understand the weight of your path and choose to walk beside you, not for what they can gain, but for the shared vision of a higher calling. Consider you volunteer for extra tasks to alleviate team stress, sincerely wanting to contribute to the team's success. A co-worker, recognizing the positive attention this brings to the volunteer, begins to downplay their contributions in meetings, motivated by ambition to be seen as the leading team member. Their jealousy, a silent thief in the night, seeks to dim your light, not comprehending that your shine is not your own, but a reflection of a greater purpose. Their desire for personal gain, a mirage that distorts the sanctity of true companionship, eventually leads to betrayal, leaving you to tread the path in solitude once more. This dichotomy, while painful, serves as a crucible for your growth, sharpening your discernment and reinforcing the fortress around your heart. It teaches you that the genuine connections worth nurturing are those forged in the fires of mutual respect, understanding, and shared purpose. Thus, the genuine nature that defines you becomes both your greatest strength and your most profound challenge, navigating the complex human emotions and intentions. Additionally, the theme of discrepancy and reciprocation strikes at the very heart of your experience as the chosen one. Despite navigating your path with genuine intentions and a heart open to giving and receiving in equal measure, the responses you often encounter are marred by superficiality or are steeped in self-serving motives. This imbalance, this mismatch between the depth of your offerings and the shallowness of what you receive in return, casts long shadows on your relationships, leaving you to grapple with feelings of betrayal, disillusionment, and a profound questioning of your own judgments. As you extend your hand in friendship, love, or alliance, your actions are driven by a purity of purpose, a desire to forge connections that resonate with the truth of your mission. Yet, the reality you often meet is a mirror reflecting a distorted image of your intentions. Promises made are left unfulfilled, words of support dissipate when most needed, and the loyalty you cherish becomes a rare commodity, traded by those around you for fleeting gains or the allure of a lesser path. This dissonance between the sincerity you embody and the calculated, sometimes opportunistic approaches of others plants seeds of doubt in the fertile ground of your trust. The impact of these discrepancies is not just an external one, it reverberates within the core of your being. The betrayal you feel when those you believed in falter not in moments of weakness, but from a lack of genuine commitment, cuts deeper than any external adversary could. Disillusionment creeps in as you witness the ideals you hold dear, being disregarded by those you had hoped would stand by you. And amidst this turmoil, you find yourself questioning not just the loyalty of those around you, but also your judgment in believing in the possibility of a shared vision of reciprocal sincerity. Navigating this landscape of discrepancy and reciprocation requires a resilience of spirit and a clarity of purpose. It demands of you not just the strength to continue on your path, undeterred by the faltering steps of others, but also the wisdom to discern the true from the false, the genuine from the superficial. In this crucible of experience, you learn not just about the nature of human relationships, but also about the depth of your own character, forging ahead with a renewed understanding of what it means to be truly reciprocal in a world that often falls short of this ideal. Revisiting the tempestuous seas of betrayal, we delve deeper into its most insidious form, the betrayal of sincerity. Despite your authenticity, a beacon in the darkness, there exists a temptation for others to betray this sincerity, driven not by ignorance but by a conscious choice fueled by jealousy, fear, or unchecked ambition. This betrayal does not stem from a misunderstanding of your intentions or a failure to recognize your genuine efforts. On the contrary, it is the full recognition of your authenticity, the undeniable power of your sincerity, that prompts this treachery. For instance, you go out of your way to mediate conflicts and keep peace, driven by a sincere desire for harmony. Another family member, feeling overshadowed and desiring more attention, starts to question the mediator's motives in front of others, suggesting they're being manipulative rather than genuinely helpful. Or you confide in a friend, sharing personal struggles with the hope of receiving support. Your friend, however, uses this information against you, sharing it with others out of jealousy or to gain social leverage, betraying your trust despite knowing how genuine your disclosure was. The pain of such betrayal cuts deeper than any external challenge you might face, for it is a direct assault on the essence of who you are. It is the acknowledgement of your authenticity, of the light you bring into the world, that makes their betrayal not just an act of disloyalty, but a conscious decision to diminish the very qualities they once sought refuge in. The motivations behind their actions, jealousy of the light you embody, fear of the shadows you cast, or ambition to rise at your expense, serve only to deepen the wound, for they reveal a preference for the darkness over the light you offer. Navigating the aftermath of such betrayal demands a fortitude of spirit and a reaffirmation of your path. The challenge lies not in questioning your sincerity, but in understanding that the purity of your intentions cannot always shield you from the choices of others. In this crucible of betrayal, the lesson is profound. To continue to shine, to remain steadfast in your authenticity, and to understand that the betrayal of your sincerity is not a reflection of your worth, but a testament to the transformative power you wield. A power so great that it can inspire both allegiance and treachery. In the landscape of your journey as the chosen one, your heart harbors a sanctuary of sincerity, a place where you nurture the seeds of trust, loyalty, and reciprocal sincerity. Yet as you venture further along your path, the expectation for this sanctuary to be respected and mirrored by those around you often goes unmet, plunging you into a cycle of disappointment and estrangement. This cycle is not merely a series of unfortunate events, but a profound erosion of the very foundations of trust that you painstakingly build with each step forward. The roots of this disillusionment lie in the disparity between the depth of your sincerity and the shallow waters in which others swim. You offer your trust as a bridge, expecting those who cross it to do so with the same reverence for truth and loyalty that you hold. However, the stark realization that your expectations for reciprocal sincerity are unfulfilled acts as a silent storm, gradually wearing away the stones of this bridge. Each unmet expectation, each unanswered call for support, adds to a pervasive sense of isolation, enveloping you in a cloak of solitude that, while protective, also distances you from the warmth of genuine companionship. This sense of isolation does not merely color your world with shades of loneliness, but complicates your willingness to open up in future relationships. The erosion of trust is a slow poison, seeping into the marrow of your connections, leaving you to wonder whether the sanctuary of your heart is destined to remain a fortress rather than a home. The cycle of disappointment becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, where the fear of unmet expectations leads you to raise the walls higher, further complicating the possibility of finding those rare souls willing to meet you in the depth of sincerity you inhabit. The challenge lies not in lowering your expectations, but in understanding that the gift of your sincerity is not diminished by its lack of reciprocation. It is in this understanding that you find the strength to continue extending your hand, fortified by the knowledge that your sincerity is a beacon, one that may one day lead you to those who can truly walk beside you, matching the depth of your stride with the sincerity of their own. The second reason relationships around you, the chosen one, may unravel is the immense shadow cast by your greatness and destined path. This shadow, while not of your making, stretches far and wide, enveloping those closest to you in a cool eclipse that can stir feelings of inadequacy or jealousy. Your journey, marked by a profound purpose and an unwavering commitment to a higher calling, inadvertently sets a bar that others might find insurmountable. This disparity, this gap between destinies, can lead friends, family, or lovers to feel overshadowed, grappling with their place beside you or within the broader life. The psychology behind this phenomenon is rooted in the very essence of human nature, the desire to feel significant, to have one's own light shine brightly. Yet, in the presence of someone whose light is not just their own but a beacon for a greater purpose, others may feel their glow dimmed, their achievements pale in comparison. This can breed a silent resentment, a chasm that widens with every accolade or milestone you achieve, not out of spite, but a natural human response to feeling lesser, invisible in the glaring light of your path. History and stories alike are replete with figures whose destinies have overshadowed those around them, leading to rifts born from jealousy or feelings of inadequacy. Take, for instance, in Renaissance Italy, Alessandro, a visionary artist, believed his exceptional talent was a divine gift meant to inspire and elevate humanity. As his fame grew, so did the envy and isolation from his peers, especially from Marco, his closest friend and fellow artist. Initially bonded by their passion for art, their friendship strained under the shadow of Alessandro's brilliance. Marco, once a supportive companion, felt overshadowed and struggled with feelings of inadequacy and jealousy. This emotional turmoil led to a rift between them, highlighting the paradox of greatness. While Alessandro's art brought light to many, it cast a deep shadow over his personal relationships, showcasing the complex dance between destiny and the human here. This shadow of greatness, while a testament to the significant role you play in the cosmic design, brings with it the challenge of maintaining relationships with those who might feel lost in your wake. It requires a delicate balance, a recognition of the light within others, and a nurturing of their paths alongside your own. For in acknowledging and honoring the significance of each journey, you illuminate the way for a shared walk in the light, beyond the reach of shadows. The third reason the fabric of relationships around you, the chosen one, can unravel is rooted deeply in fear and misunderstanding. Your path, illuminated by a destiny far greater than most can comprehend, weaves through territories unknown and realms unseen by the ordinary eye. This journey, though noble, is fraught with powers and responsibilities that can appear daunting, even terrifying, to those who walk beside you but not on the same path. Fear of the unknown, coupled with a profound misunderstanding of your role and abilities, can morph into a chasm between you and your loved ones, a rift fostered by human instinct to fear what cannot be fully understood. Instances where these fears have manifested are not uncommon. They are tales as old as time. Friends and family, initially supportive, begin to retreat into the shadows, their support turning to suspicion, their love tinged with fear. They fear the consequences of your path, the magnet for unseen battles you become, and how this might spill over into their own lives. This retreat can evolve into isolation or active distancing, a self-preservation mechanism against the repercussions of a destiny they feel unequipped to face. Moreover, the theme of fear leading to betrayal is a poignant echo in the lives of many chosen ones. History and legend alike tell of those who, standing on the precipice of their great undertaking, find themselves betrayed by the very hands they once held in trust. Judas's betrayal of Jesus under the weight of his destiny, Brutus's dagger in Caesar's back, driven by fear of his friend's rising power. These are not just stories, but stark reminders of how fear can twist love into treachery. The fear for their own safety, the dread of an uncertain future in the wake of your monumental journey, can push those closest to you into actions that betray the bond you shared. Navigating this landscape of fear and misunderstanding requires not just the strength of your convictions, but a heart capable of forgiveness and understanding. It demands a compassion that sees beyond the immediate pain of betrayal or distance, recognizing the root of fear that drives these actions. In understanding this, you not only guard your path but also offer a beacon of light for those lost in the darkness of their fears, perhaps one day guiding them back to your side. The fourth reason delves into the profound yet often painful realm of sacrifice, a concept intimately woven into the fabric of your journey as the chosen one. The sacrifices made by those orbiting your life, whether they are acts of love, desperation, or resignation, carry the weight of worlds, shaping destinies yet often leaving behind scars of bitterness, regret, and a profound sense of loss. These sacrifices, though sometimes offered on the altar of your shared dreams and aspirations, can become the very tinder for fires of discontent, further complicating the delicate dance of your relationships. As you forge ahead on your path, the people closest to you might find themselves surrendering dreams, opportunities, or even pieces of their own spirit, all in the name of supporting your higher calling. This relinquishment, while noble, is not without its toll. Over time, a realization dawns, sometimes quietly like the first light of dawn, other times as a shattering revelation, that their sacrifices have constructed the very pedestal upon which you stand. This moment of reckoning can fracture even the strongest of bonds, as those you love grapple with the feeling that their pain and efforts are invisible to your eyes, their contributions a mere footnote in the grand narrative of your destiny. The acknowledgement or lack thereof of these sacrifices can lead to a chasm between you and your loved ones, a divide fueled by unspoken grievances, and a haunting sense of being undervalued. The chosen path, demanding as it is, often blinds you to the everyday human struggles of those in your wake, their silent battles fought in the shadow of your larger war. Navigating this landscape of sacrifice requires a delicate balance, a recognition of the depth and breadth of what has been given up in your name, paired with a heartfelt appreciation for the quiet endurance of those who walk beside you. It demands of you a humility to acknowledge that while your journey is singular, the sacrifices of others are the threads in your life. Recognizing and honoring these sacrifices is not just an act of love, but a necessary step in healing the rifts that have formed, ensuring that the journey forward is one of unity and mutual respect, rather than one marked by loss and bitterness. The path tread is one of stark contrasts, illuminated by the brilliance of destiny, yet shadowed by the complexities of human relationships. The shadow cast by your greatness inevitably leads to jealousy among those who stand beside you, unable to bask in the same light without feeling diminished. Fear and misunderstandings weave isolation around you, a barrier not of your making, but one that you must navigate nonetheless. The temptation towards betrayal, a stark reality in the journey of those touched by destiny, becomes a testament to the vulnerability even the strongest must reckon with. The heavy burden of expectations, both yours and those projected onto you, and the complex role of sacrifice in your relationships, further complicates the narrative of your life, painting a picture of a solitary path not chosen, but foisted upon you by circumstance. Yet this tragic reality, where the chosen one is seen both as the architect of their solitude and a victim of the frailties of those they hold dear, offers a canvas for deeper understanding. It highlights the intricate interplay between destiny and the very human nature of relationships, where light and shadow dance in eternal flux. Understanding these dynamics not only sheds light on the chosen one narrative, but also opens a window into the soul of humanity, with all its fears, aspirations, and inherent contradictions. You, the chosen one, find solace not in the isolation that destiny may bring, but in the shared humanity that binds us all, in the imperfections that make each journey unique. This insight offers a bridge, a way to transcend the barriers erected by misunderstandings, fear, and betrayal, and to see in them opportunities for growth, for compassion, and for a deeper connection to the collective human experience. As you navigate the complexities of your path, remember that your story is a beacon for others navigating their own. Share your experiences, the trials and triumphs, the moments of despair, and the peaks of joy. In doing so, you weave your thread into the larger human endeavor, offering hope, understanding, and perhaps a way forward for those who find themselves walking a path shadowed by greatness.